Good morning, students. Topic for today is common indicators for measuring business social performance. Previous lecture we have done corporate social responsibility that has taught us about maintaining a discipline in terms of business, following ethical norms, code of conducts, and the general guidelines which are a benchmark of any business successes and the entire economical successes. Now, in today's topic, we are going to discuss common indicators for measuring business social performance. How or in which particular manner is there any particular method through which we can measure business social performance, or we can judge any organizations on which basic parameters that can be termed as corporate social responsibility. So different points are given. Companies have their own norms and parameters for evaluating the success and development in terms of achieving the targets. So, as we all know, different organizations have their own norms, they follow their own parameters for evaluating the success and development in terms of achieving their goals, achieving their objectives. There are key performance indicators. So they are called as key performance indicator, means KPI. Different parameters of the company might have their own KPI to measure their achievement in terms of meeting targets and achieving goals. So KPI, that is key performance indicators. So from company wise we can differ, but there will be general foundation or founded indicators that will be common for all the organizations. KPI of marketing, sales, production, finance, and human resource management might differ from company to company. Plus, if we say about different functional area of an organizations, then marketing, human resource, production department, many companies might have research and development department. This particular departments or an functional area of an organizations, so this will be the core departments on the basis of which an organizations is founded, or organizations runs its day to day activities. From company to company these indicators are differing, they are different. So now we will do the general common indicators for measuring business social performance. First one is mission, vision, and value statements. Paradigm. The best indicator of the performance of the business enterprise is the paradigm that they have set for the success of business. So, mission, vision, and value statement, that is called as paradigm. So, every business indicators, for them this is a core indicators for measuring their business social performance. What's their vision of an organizations? What actually they exist in this business environment? What are their roles? So we have to decide, right, on the basis of these indicators. That is, first, from the point of view of an vision, mission of an organizations, we can easily make out a understanding about organizations existence. So determination of mission, vision, task and value system is one task, and the other and most important task is to stick to the above determination that the company has determined. So it is a key performance indicators, vision, mission, and the value system. If we take example of an organizations, then we see what are there, these basic elements, right? What at what stage, after certain years of time, they want to see their organizations, maybe after 20, 30, 40, 50 years, how their organizations will be remembered, that it is will be mission, right? So if we take about example of different organizations, their mission is to be number one in the industries which they have entered, or they have to create a changing environment in terms of following ethical norms, standards, and welfaring the general communities or the stakeholders of the companies. That is the basic elements that what every organization is looking for. So mission, vision, they play a very important role in determining an organization's, or it will be able to understand the outlook of an organization's, what an organization's generally exists for, what is an objective of an organization. Second business performance indicator is plan versus performance. For measuring business social performance, the evaluation of the plan for the purpose of CSR should be evaluated with the performance from time to time, right? What organizations has made and objectives, what they have planned, whether their plan is as per their performance, whether they match each other, right? Examples, if an organization has made a target of developing a 5 lakh cars in an year, then whether that is been achieved or not, right? So in terms of numerical terminology, what were their targets and whether they have achieved those, or what were the loopholes, right? So important thing here lies is that an organizations will continuously, right, look forward to achieve what they have planned, right? So target for this year's example, Life Insurance Corporation of India, every year they will have certain targets, certain policies to sell, certain premiums to be premium to be collected, right? So there must be a commitment to close the gap between what the company says and the reality of its actual performance. Goals and aspirations should be ambitious, but care should be exercised so that the company says what it means and means what it says. Plan versus performance. One examples I would like to give from Reliance Industries Limited, which is owned by Mukesh Ambani. He planned right before 1 year to make its organizations loan free, right? He was able to achieve this target by selling some of its stake, minor stake in its company from companies like Facebook. They invested in Reliance, right? It got a huge sum of money. So whatever a company was having in terms of loan outstanding liabilities was been free. Now we can say that what companies have planned and what they have performed, that's a logical thing, right? Important thing here is that whether your performance is as per your plan or not, whether you are able to achieve your required success. Third point is about management structure. For effective performance of CSR practices, the role of management structure is inevitable. Means it is very important, prominent. Management structure means, if we take example, then management structure comprises of, right, the levels in an organization starting from a chairman to the lower level management, a worker, right? What is the level managers, senior level managers, vice president. A structure of an organization is like that. So for effective performance of CSR practices, the role of management structure is very important. The management should constitute different committees including CSR committees for effective functioning of every aspect of the company, and the chances of manipulating or fraud can be curbed to the considerable extent. With the continuous focus of management activities related to CSR and every other aspects, the gap in such activities can be constructively filled and performance can be better day by day. So if you have an objectives of achieving better and better each and every day, one of the important thing you can do is you have to be consistent in your performance, right? I say and I believe that nothing is impossible in this world unless and until you try, right? So if you don't try, if you don't do it, you will not achieve the required success. It means whatever organization plans, whether he is able to achieve the targets or performance was as per as it was decided. So that was management structure. Fourth point is long term strategic planning. Now CSR is the long term and continuous process. So we say corporate social responsibility means it is never ending process, because organizations will work, workers will work, people will work, that people will render their services in the organizations, organizations will continue, right? But CSR responsibilities of an organization also continues further, right? So we say it is a continuous process, means it is never ending process. Every year, every time you have to fulfill the responsibilities towards your stakeholders timely. So CSR is a long term process and it is continuous development. That's why nowadays government is promoting those industries like solar power, because they feel that such sources are renewable sources, can be renewed and it will be for many years in this earth, right? So it will not get exhausted, it is freely available. So that is what the logic behind it. When everything is freely available, why not to use such kind of things? So CSR is a long term and continuous process. Therefore management should incorporate the concept of CSR in the strategic planning and should make necessary amendment, whether strategic or regulatory, from time to time, right? So to time they also have to remain update with the latest trend which comes in the market. Benefit of CSR practices can only be realized if it is a long term objective, because if it incorporates the process for the long run, then only the actual realizations in the societies can be gained, right? So that is what the fourth one. Fifth one is general accountability. For the better indications of the business social performance, general accountability of a business plays very important. So accountability means we say about responsibility. If the decentralization of the authority is appropriately accorded, decentralization means give work to the respective person, right? So you should delegate your responsibility to other people's, so it will be easy for you to do the management. So management is art of doing work, right? So general accountability, right, to enhance performance of an organization's, right, successfully performed, which enhances the responsibility measure for the business. In short, management should accord equal priority to every stakeholder of the business to get better performance evaluation, right? So it is general responsibility of an organization to look after the stakeholders, general societies and many other peoples as a whole, right? So it is an general responsibilities of an organization towards its stakeholders.